What we're looking at right here is a Lowrance flush mount template, and what you'll see, there's two sets of lines on every template. One is the inner set of lines, that's where you actually cut the hole. Then there's an outer set of lines, which we can't really see on here. I'll try to peel back a little bit. The outer line is, we've actually cut along it, that's the edge of the unit. So that's what you use to actually make sure the unit's going to fit. And then the inner line is where you make your cut. Here's a quick shot just to show you the air saw in action. If you have a tough to get to spot where you need to get a saw in there, this oscillating saw, you can actually just drop right in along the line and make a cut. Holes all cut out here. You can see maybe in this corner right here there could be a little bit more material we need to remove, so we're going to go ahead and get that removed, but otherwise the hole's perfectly cut out, nothing behind it's damaged. So let's go ahead and get our grinding tools out and show you how to remove some material out of that corner. So to remove material on the corner, we're going to use this Dremel tool. Everybody has one of these laying around the house. If you don't, again, they're available for 35 or 40 bucks at Kmart or your local store. So we're going to use the Dremel to remove some material around the corner. We use air tools here, so we're going to use this air grinder. Just makes the job a little bit faster, so if you have one of these at home, go ahead and get this out. Of course, if you don't have a Dremel and you don't have an air grinder, just go to the hardware store and buy one of these rasp bits right here and put it on your drill. It's not as quick, but it'll get the job done. And alternatively, you can just get a Vance. You can get a file. File's definitely not nearly as quick, but it'll get the job done too. And it'll help you remove material in those corners that were hard to get to with the saw. Okay, our hole is cut. We've removed the material. We're going to test fit our unit, make sure it fits. Of course it does. And one thing I want to make note of is these units have a pretty good overlap in the back. You know, it's at least a quarter of an inch or so, a little bit more than that. So if you didn't cut your hole exactly right and you drop the unit in there and see it's a little bit crooked, you can enlarge these holes a little tiny bit to straighten that unit up. So if you screw up, it's not the end of the world. There still is a little room for recovery. In the corner of our flush mount template, you'll see there's little holes that the manufacturers put here. These are actually the holes where the screws that mount the unit go through. So you're going to want to drill these out next. And then that pretty much will wrap up this. After that, we'll pull off the tape and trial fit the unit again, make sure it's straight. If it's not straight, we may have to remove a little bit of material to tweak it a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and screw it in place. Okay, our hole's completely cut out now. We've got the 4 corner holes cut here, or drilled. And you see we've actually beveled them out. We haven't worried about beveling out or sanding down the edge of this. It's fine the way it is. You know, if you want to rub some, 180 grit, or I'm sorry, 320 grit or something sandpaper to smooth out the edge, that's fine, but there's not really any need to. You can see our cutout is perfectly smooth. There's no chips anywhere. So that fine saw blade got through it perfectly. And all of these holes, again, we use this countersink bit to bevel them out to back away the gel coat from the hole, so that when we screw into here, it's not going to chip the gel coat there. And the display mounts perfectly. It's perfectly aligned and level, and we're going to put our 4 screw holes in each corner, and that's going to be about it. So that finishes this video about how to cut in fiberglass. I hope you do-it-yourselfers at home can have a little more confidence now and see how easy it really is. And keep buying your stuff at BOE Marine. Thank you.